I have started Grapes of Wrath, which is exciting. I've read the first chapter so far, and it treated me better than I remember it treating me. But I do kind of remember I liked every... So that was like really weird. We had ordered some brunch from Grubhub from the Big Biscuit, and I had ordered like this French toast thing, and then as I was recording, our Grubhub delivery driver called me and was like, "Hey, this location doesn't actually have this French toast. What do you want?" So that was weird. I know my hair's a mess. I'm currently in the process of training it, so I don't have to wash it so much because I want to color it again, and now it looks like a mess. If you have any dry shampoo suggestions, that'd be great. I'm running low on the stuff I currently have, and I'm not in love with it. So I guess while I'm waiting for my order to come, I'm going to read some more of this and cry, I guess. No, like I said, like the first chapter treated me better. I do remember it was like every other chapter where he just goes on and on about random stuff. All I remember is something about a turtle. So I was hoping to find an audiobook where I could like just listen to the boring chapters, but all of them were checked out for a while, so I guess I'm just gonna have to muddle through. So yesterday I got like 50 some odd pages into Grapes of Wrath, and I'm actually liking it more than I expect I would. Not sure why that is. Life experience or just it could be that The Grapes of Wrath was a summer reading book. I did honors English in high school, which basically was just like a slightly advanced English to the rest of the English classes. And we had summer reading assignments. There we go. It's a rainy day. I'm on my third cup of coffee and my brain is mush. So like I know freshman year the summer reading was my goodness, I forgot the name of that book. She just released a sequel to it like last year. And it was like contested, like she wasn't planning to release it. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's what it was. And then sophomore year, I'm pretty sure sophomore year was Cold Sassy Tree. But that could have been senior year. I had the same teacher sophomore and senior year of high school. Cold Sassy Tree I hated. I don't think it's making this reread list. I hated that book so much. I don't think it is. Junior year was Grapes of Wrath, and I have no idea. I think we had 2 books junior and senior year. But, so maybe just because I'm not having to like annotate it and like get real into it, maybe I'm enjoying it more. I don't know. I'm just surprised that I'm finding it more interesting. But I'm also only like 56 something pages into it right now, so maybe that will change. I don't know. I'm not really in a reading mood. I'm kind of more in a snuggle down and watch a movie mood. Today is also our cat's birthday. She's 12 today. So I've just been wanting to cuddle with her, and I guess I could cuddle and read, but Not really in that mood. I think that's all I really have to say about that. I'll probably read some more. I might go, like, make a little reading nest in my bedroom and read. Hopefully this third cup of coffee will wake me up. Do you see your pretty self? Do you see the pretty girl? Drool. Why are you such a Drilly McDrillerson? Luckily, I think you're cute. Holy heck. This is a long ass chapter. It's like 30 some odd pages long. I think that's why I don't like Steinbeck. His chapters are too fucking long. Oh, she's shedding her winter coat right now, so she's a little flu. Sorry, I got allergy problems today. I know it's been at least 2 days since I've last updated. Just because I haven't really had time to read. Like the 5th. I don't know, I've just been really busy the past couple days. The 5th I had time, but I elected to do other things, so that was my fault. And the 6th, I don't know, the day just got out from under me, and I don't really know what happened. Suddenly it was like 10 o'clock and I hadn't read anything, so currently playing catch up. Luckily, I'm actually enjoying this book. I don't know if it would become my favorite book, or one of my favorites, but at least I am not struggling with it. Like, it's, I don't know, I don't really know what to say. I'm probably about, what is that? Cat hair. 1/3 of the way done, approximately. And I've actually enjoyed my time reading it. I should be a little bit further ahead, so I'm gonna have to kind of plow through today, just so I can stay on schedule, which is fine, but I don't know. There's just, in the 15 years, I just sort of, I can't explain why I like it. There's just something about it that's just better this time around. I don't know if maybe I have better empathy, more understanding, if just the current climate maybe is making this a different read. I just don't know. I just can't explain it. Like, it's just, I'm enjoying it. Going into this, I had so much trepidation. Like, I just, Frankenstein didn't work out, which didn't surprise me. But I just really kind of assumed that Grapes of Wrath wouldn't too. It's a big book. It's like 600 pages long. And so I just thought it would be just a slog, but like I'm enjoying it. So I guess I'm going to continue to read. I'm hoping. We'll see if this is possible, but I'm hoping to read another like 130 some odd pages. And that's after already putting in like 30 pages of reading, so we'll just see how that goes. I'm trying to read, but my husband is currently like teaching a class in the room next to me. I mean, we have all the doors shut, but I can just hear, because men's voices are lower, so they travel better. So all I can hear is just like rumble, 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 and it's very distracting. I might have to move. We'll see. We'll try for a few more minutes. Nope, I can't focus. Let's go find a better place to read. So I went downstairs. Obviously I came back up, but thinking that it would be quieter downstairs because it's further away. I was wrong. Yeah, I went downstairs. It was actually louder downstairs. So that wasn't going to work. So I think I'm just going to stay up here, plug in, and hopefully get a little bit of reading and before I have to make dinner. So I recorded some stuff yesterday, but then I guess I deleted it because it no longer exists. So that's exciting. Alright, so last night I got to 444. My goal today is finishing it. But so far I've only read like 9 pages. 10, 12, I don't know. I'm not gonna math right now. So I'm gonna probably read for a little bit. I don't know what time it is. So it's 9:47, so I'm probably gonna read. So I'm probably going to read for like, I don't know, half an hour or so, and then I gotta do some stuff downstairs, like fold more laundry. Never drink enough water. If anybody has any tips or hints or whatever on how to drink water, let me know. I go through phases where like a new cup might get me to drink water for like a couple days, but then I get complacent and then I don't like that cup anymore, and then I don't drink water for like 2 weeks. And then I get really dehydrated. I guess I'm gonna go get myself some water, and I might clear off my chair. And then I might read for half an hour, and then I'll fold some laundry, and I guess I'll check in after all that happens to see where I am. Without fail, the second I sit in this chair, a tiny little cat comes to visit me. You coming? Come on. See? You being really cute? You gonna let Mama read? Best Laid Plans of Mice and Men. Which I looked that up because I was curious, because I say that all the time. I just assumed it was something from a Steinbeck novel, but it's actually from a Robert Burns poem called To a Mouse. Okay, sorry, I got really sidetracked. So it's basically just about, like, a mouse getting ready for winter. And he didn't do it very well. I don't know. We'll probably just cut this up. But yeah, it's from a Robert Burns poem called To a Mouse. So, but yeah, best laid plans of Mice and Men. I was hoping to finish Grapes of Wrath last night. I did 30 minutes, I said I would. And then I didn't read anything else. And then it got to be late. So we went to bed. And I was going to finish it today. I forgot it was Mother's Day. Because who knows what day it is anymore. So that plan's been put on hold. It's almost 9 now. So I'm going to try to get a couple hours of reading it. I think I only have at this point like 140 pages left. So reading it shouldn't be too hard. I just need to do it. Yeah. Yeah, we went and did like a social distance hang with my mother-in-law today, so that was fun. We hadn't really, I mean, most people hadn't really seen other people in months, and so it was nice to like see family. Just sort of hung out, play with dogs, ate pizza, you know, fun things. I'm drinking coffee out of a cup. I like these mugs. They're the Cat Lovers Limited collectible mugs. We have a couple of these. We found a couple in a thrift store. Then a couple months later, we found one in like an antique mall. So we have a couple of them. One of them is broken. It's now a pot for a plant. But I guess this like Cat Lovers Limited like did these collectible cups, and I'd love to get all of them, but they're kind of expensive. I'm just gonna try to finish the book. I'm still enjoying it. I'm seeing a lot of parallels of like today with then, which has been interesting. So I'll definitely reflect more on that when I have it all finished and I kind of get my thoughts into my brain. But I'm actually really enjoying it. And I've sort of been avoiding other Steinbeck because I thought I hated Steinbeck because the only Steinbeck I've ever read was of Mice of Men. And so, although I may have tried to read at some point that, didn't he have a book called like Travels with Charlie or something? Alexa, does Steinbeck have a book called Travels with Charlie?
Enable voice purchasing.
Well, I don't wish to do that, so thank you. I just wanted to know if you wrote a book. I didn't want to buy the damn book, Alexa. So I think I did try to read that one year for something. Maybe. I don't remember. But so yeah, I've been enjoying Grapes of Wrath. So, I finally finished Grapes of Wrath. 2 days longer than I had said I was going to a couple days ago, but also 2 days before I had originally planned. Like, my original plan was to like read it to like the very last minute and then get up the video late. But now this way I can get up the video on time, which is exciting. I liked it, surprisingly. I'm still very surprised that I liked it. But now that I have it finished, I'm going to take a nap. The weather is not very great here today. It's not going to be very great all week. It's going to be rainy and cloudy and cold. And I already have an awful headache, which is worse today because of the rainy weather cold. Good English. Because of the cold, rainy weather. So I'm going to take a nap. And then after I have a nap and maybe after I make some dinner, I will talk more about how I felt about this book. I'm still very amazed that I really liked it. And that's kind of the point of this whole, like, series, I guess, was just sort of seeing if there are books that maybe I like now that I didn't like in high school or middle school. So, like I said, I'll talk about it more after I take a nap. Wow, we are many, many, many hours past when I was originally planning to finish this recording, but ended up taking a longer nap than I had planned to. And then it was dinner time. And then I had to do a few things. So here we are. Yeah, this was good. That's surprising, I guess. Like, there's just something about it that this time that, I don't know. I think it's just sort of more awareness of the real world, I guess, than what I had in high school. And it's not that I was like unaware of like the real world in high school. I was always very sort of interested in news and like, I mean, I would come home and watch like, you know, MSNBC and CNN and all that other fun stuff. So it's not like I wasn't aware of what was happening. And maybe it's just age or getting more progressive in my politics, but like this just, it was just amazing to see how almost 100 years, not much really has changed. Like, not really. Like, big businesses are still crowding out small businesses and, you know, small farms and stuff like that. And people are still, like, working to their bone just to get, you know, a little bit. And they still can't feed their family. And it's interesting how we still haven't learned our lessons. Like, a lot of these same people who, and I guess maybe, wow. So yeah, like, I don't know if I would consider this my favorite, like a new favorite, but it's definitely one I wouldn't mind rereading sometime in the future. And I'd like to explore more Steinbeck. So, I mean, that's kind of the point of, wow. But yeah, like, spinning. I can't touch the ground. It's a problem. I'm too short. My legs are too short. I can't touch the ground. I think Ma Jode is probably my favorite character in the entire book. She seemed like the one who was trying the hardest to keep her family together. And Al Jode, I mean, he was young. I get it. It's hard to understand. He was very whiny. He just kept whining about food. And I mean, everybody was hungry. We get it. You want some food. You're not the only one. I don't know, he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I liked Tom, and I liked the preacher. I don't know what else I have to say, except, like, this made me kind of want to, like, look up Berthea Lang photographs, and I learned some interesting things about the migrant mother photograph that may not be exactly as she represented it, although, like, it still represents, it just, I don't know. I'll have to link the article down below so you can, like, decide on your own how you feel about that. I mean, I don't know. And it's maybe one of those, like, pride things where the woman who claims that she's in that photograph is, you know, doesn't want to be seen as... Humans are complicated, aren't they? Like, we have a hard time admitting that we aren't as infallible as we think we are. I think that's definitely sort of reflected in a lot of the responses people are having to the precautions to avoid the spread of COVID. And so, I don't know, like, this just was really good. And I'm having a hard time putting that into words. Probably by the time I do my, like, my May reads, I might actually have a bit more to say about it. I don't know. I'm still very amazed that I liked this book as much as I did. It's like, out of all the rereads, I kind of thought this would be the one that I would like not want to finish and like actually like DNF. But no, like I ended up reading it 2 days faster than I originally planned. I wanted to get it done a couple, 2 days before, but life got in the way, and that's fine. And so, like, I enjoyed it, and I definitely want to reread it in a couple years. Add it to my. God, do I want to add this to my favorite books? I'm having some serious, like. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I have some serious, like, No, I'm just. Can't. Do I like this book? I mean, I do like it, but do I like it enough to make it a favorite? Having a little bit of crisis of self right now. And I guess that's the point of this series. So, yeah. I would suggest rereading this, especially if you disliked it in high school. I would suggest checking out, all the photographs from the migrant workers, from like Dorothea Lange and Ansel Adams. And the one on the cover was by Horace Bristol, which I actually haven't looked into. So I'm going to spend some time looking at his photographs. Because I just think this photograph, sorry, the light is shiny, is just like great. So yeah, I guess I will try to figure out my exact feelings on this and if I'm going to consider it a favorite by the time I record my May reads, and continue to have a crisis of self because everything I thought I knew is not true. So I guess I never gave you a star rating. So I'm just going to do this real quick and pop it in with an image on top and say that I think it's a 4.5 out of 5 star. So I guess that will let you know how I feel about it. Is it a favorite? Still not sure. Maybe. The world doesn't make sense right now, does it? So stay safe, wash your hands, and go ride a bike.